You live in an era of constant consumption, where your soul is suffocated by the endless feeding of your desires and the loud neon noise of a world that never sleeps or pauses. You are heavy with the weight of things that do not nourish you. But now, a crescent moon carves a silver smile into the dark velvet of the sky, calling you to a sacred pause. It is an invitation to empty the vessel of your heart so that it may finally be filled with a light that never fades. Fasting is not merely the absence of food, but the presence of the soul in a world that tries to make you forget you have one. It is a calculated strike against the ego, a strategic retreat into the fortress of your true inner self. Your overthinking mind is a merchant that never closes its shop, but hunger is the key that finally locks the door. As the body weakens, the spirit begins to breathe, finding clarity in the silence of a stomach that no longer demands to be fed. We are all prisoners of our habits, chained to the rhythm of the mundane. Ramadan is the fire that melts these chains, allowing you to realize that you do not need the world to be whole, for you are already complete in His divine gaze. Every hour of patience is a brick in the architecture of your peace. You are not losing energy, you are gathering it, focusing the scattered rays of your attention back toward the one who gave you sight, breath, and the very ability to love and endure. In the depth of this holy month, there lies a secret night, a moment hidden within the folds of time like a pearl within an oyster. Laylat al-Qadr is not just a memory of the past, but a living portal to your eternal, promised destiny. You search for power in the noise of status and the echo of applause, but true power descends in the stillness of the night. It is a night better than 1,000 months of hollow living, a single heartbeat that can change your forever. The angels descend, brushing their wings against the fabric of your soul, carrying decrees of mercy and peace until the break of dawn. They do not look for the loud or the proud, but for the broken heart that whispers His name. This night is the alchemy of the Spirit, where your past is forgiven and your future is written in gold. Stop trying to control the wind and trust the one who creates the storm and the silence that follows it in your weary chest. Your overthinking is a storm, but Laylat al-Qadr is the harbor. In this night, the decree is released, and your worries are replaced by the sakina, the divine tranquility that makes the mountains of your life seem like small pebbles beneath your feet. Hunger of the body is the feast of the soul. When you stop feeding the animal within, the angel within begins to sing. You are discovering that the sweetness of faith is more satisfying than any bread the world can ever offer your hungry hands. Ramadan is the month where the Quran descended, a guide for those who are lost in the fog of the self. Read the words not with your eyes but with your wounds, for every verse is a medicine for a heart that has forgotten home. Sincerity is the weight that keeps you anchored when the world tries to sweep you away. Ramadan is the training ground for this absolute sincerity, where your only witness is the one who knows the secrets hidden in the depths of your silent, beating heart. You are a traveler through time, and Laylat al-Qadr is the station where eternity waits for you. Do not let this moment pass while you are sleeping. Wake up your soul before the sun of your life sets forever on the horizon of the world. The Sur is a hidden garden that only grows when you stop looking for the approval of men. Ramadan protects this garden with the walls of hunger and the roof of silence, allowing the flowers of your absolute devotion to bloom in the dark. Your life is a story being told by the most wise, yet you are trying to grab the pen and rewrite the ending. Laylat al-Qadr is the night where you give the pen back to the master and trust the beauty of the unseen plot. The nafs is a builder of monuments to itself, seeking to carve its name into the stone of history. But Ramadan erodes these monuments, reminding you that you are but a humble guest in a palace that belongs only to the King of Kings. Every breath in Ramadan is a second chance to return. You are not a victim of your past, but a survivor of a storm that was meant to teach you how to sail toward the shore of His mercy on this blessed, silent night. Laylat al-Qadr is the alchemy of time, where a single second is worth a lifetime. It is the moment when the heavens open and the light of the divine touches the dust of your humanity, turning your leaden heart into a sun of peace. We run from the silence because we are afraid of what we might hear when the world stops shouting. But Ramadan teaches you that the silence is not empty. It is full of the presence of the Beloved, waiting for you to simply listen. Sincerity is the fire that cleanses the heart of the soot of the world. Ramadan is the furnace where your intentions are purified, leaving behind only the gold of your love for Him, unadorned and beautiful in its sacred humble poverty. You are not the driver of this universe. You are a guest in a magnificent palace. Laylat al-Qadr is the night where you realize that the stars will not fall because you stopped worrying about them. Relax your grip and find your true rest. The heart is a sanctuary that was built for one occupant. When you crowd it with the world, the King remains at the door. Ramadan clears the temple of your chest and waits for the only presence that can truly heal you forever. Trust the plot of the unseen. Even the tragedies are part of the architecture of your ultimate return to the source. On this night of power, surrender the script of your life back to the master of all stories and find your peace. Sincerity is the weight that keeps the soul anchored during the storm of the self. Laylat al-Qadr is the night where the anchor finally hits the solid ground of divine love, and the ship of your heart is safe from the waves. You are like a seed that must die in the dark soil to become a towering tree. Do not fight the darkness of Ramadan. It is the womb of your greatness where your spirit finds the power to reach the sun. The architecture of silence is the only structure that can withstand the earthquake of the world. It is built on the foundation of nothingness, and therefore it can never fall. This Ramadan, build your fortress in the stillness of prayer. We are all beggars at the door of mercy, holding out our empty bowls and hoping for a drop of the eternal. But on Laylat al-Qadr, the door is wide open, and the banquet has been waiting for you. Release the ghost of control. Let the river of destiny carry you to the ocean of His mercy. You were not made to swim against the current, but to flow with the grace of the unseen King. The ego is a master of disguise, pretending to seek God while only seeking itself. Ramadan is the light that reveals the truth, allowing you to see past the masks and find the one who remains forever. Sincerity is the fire that cleanses the heart of the world's soot. It is the silent prayer that asks for nothing but more of the Beloved. Ramadan is the end of the market and the start of home. The Sir is a hidden garden that only grows when you stop seeking the approval of men. Laylat al-Qadr is the night where this garden blooms with a beauty that seeks no approval, but His absolute divine gaze. Your life is a story being told by the most wise. Stop trying to grab the pen. Trust the plot. Even the tragedies are part of the architecture of your return. Find your peace in surrender. Laylat al-Qadr is the alchemy of time, where a single heartbeat can change your entire forever. The light of the divine touches the dust of your humanity and turns your weary heart into a sun. Silence your tongue so the heart may speak, and silence the heart so the Beloved may reveal the secret. This is not a word to be spoken, but a state of being in His presence. Every desire is a seed watered by anxiety. You are a gardener of thorns, wondering why your heart is bleeding. Uproot the craving for more and plant the seeds of Hamd, the radical gratitude for now. This architecture of silence is the only structure that can withstand the earthquake of the world. It is built on the foundation of nothingness, and therefore it can never fall. Build it with your fasting, and remember that the alchemy is complete when the heart finally whispers, "I am nothing, and you are everything." The peace you sought is finally yours. You have survived the storm of the self, and so you return to the era of constant consumption. But now you carry the silence of the crescent moon within you, remembering that your soul is no longer heavy with the world.